So this is the third trip for me, third leg of the Midwest whitetail prep swing. Kansas Wednesday, Iowa Thursday, Missouri Friday. So me and Daniel have got to the farm here that we've had for 10 years.
I was wrong.
9 years. Sorry, 9 years. But that's better because it brings our terrible average up a little bit.
It's your triumphant return.
Big excitement this morning. I woke up to the man, the myth, the legend, Timmy is back. I expected him to be back August the 24th, 25th. I was off by 4 days. So still the same week. So deer are notorious creatures of habit. I don't know when his next appearance will be. I had some down camera issues last year around this time, so I can't speculate, but I do assume it to be around the opener. So that does pose an issue for me, is now I have to be up here because he was daylight last year about September 8th-ish. So if he keeps that late trend going, could be good. Anyway, just want to lead off with that. The work was not in vain. When I got there to Kansas, the feeders were empty, cameras were about dead. So it's good that he showed up 2 days later instead of prior, or I came earlier instead of later, because the original plan was to come tomorrow. So I changed that. But anyway, on to the next task at hand. We've got a lot of cameras to check. We got throw out some seed, burn some plots, plant some plots. Yep. Probably check stands. Show me a couple stands that he's hung that I'm not aware of, and really just kind of
Last final prep.
Do that prep stuff. But we got a lot of random seed. You want me to get out what I got and see?
Yeah, so you know, we got a couple things we're gonna obviously plant. Of course, number one thing you gotta have, Sawyer's permethrin spray. I love the aerosol. They've also got the blue can, which is a picaridin or picardin, however you say it. This can be sprayed on your skin. It's great for bugs, chiggers, things like that, mosquitoes. This, risk it for the biscuit if you want to, but spray it on your clothes. 6 weeks for 6 washings. Great for ticks, things like that. This also works for ticks. Skin, clothes. So what do we got plot seed wise? Got some domain turnips. Got some comeback kid. We have, I know it's not domain, but buck forage oats. Why do we have that? We got it given to us. Tons of other domain. Hot chick, hybrid brassicas, radishes, more turnips, more comeback kid.
This is a great time to say that this segment of Freak Outdoors is brought to you by Domain. This is your land.
Yeah.
This is your land.
Yeah. So, you know, aside from the random buck forage oats as mostly filler, it's going to be all domain. A lot of clover based stuff with a little bit of we're not going to get crazy with the brassicas and the radishes and turnips because it's so late in the year. We're going to throw some in there, but be looking at burning off and seeding.
I bought this for other stuff. We did not buy this for this, so don't come at us about it being late. I just had it.
Yeah. So we're gonna mix it up and do what we can with it. But we're gonna go burn off one of our plots that we had a guy come in and bush hog and spray for us, and then we'll disc it with the side-by-side and the little plot master. We'll seed this, cover it, and then leave that spot. Everywhere else will be, so we can't put clover and things like that in the ag fields, but we can do, that's where the oats come in. We're going to put those into the beans that are standing, into the corn that's standing, in like our field corners and things like that. It'll sit there, it'll catch moisture underneath these plants for the last couple weeks until they harvest. Once they drive over it, that'll help push it into the ground, and it'll be a late season cereal grain food source for these deer to eat on. This year, the bulk of our farm is in beans. The whole middle of the farm is in beans. The north end is in corn. We have phenomenal hunts later in the year when the corn is in the middle. It's not that it's not bad when it's up north, there's just less timber that adjoins it. The biggest plus to the corn being at the north, besides isolated timber up there, is how early do these deer move? They have to leave way earlier once all the crops are out to come from all of our main timber down here to the south up to the north part. You know, we've had this farm for, like Matt said, 9 years. It's almost 700 acres. We pretty much had it dialed in, you know, the last several years as far as stands and when and where to hunt and how to hunt it. So like he said, you know, last prep, we're going to knock this out, and we're waiting on our last couple of helpers to get here. And
hey, helpers, plural?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Who we got?
He brought somebody with him.
Mikey brought Garrett.
Garrett.
Got it.
Assuming it's Garrett.
Team partner.
Yep. So we'll be back with you guys in a minute. We'll go around. We'll hit Matt's plot first. My thought was to probably throw a bag of oats in those beans right out in front of that stand, and then of course plant the plot with oats as well. Then come around that wood line, if we can do it with the side-by-side or save ourselves as much distance as we can. Then we'll come back out, we'll go hit the big food plot, and then we'll probably drive trucks around and go to the southeast.
Oh.
That's where we'll have to carry the chainsaw in to go clean up that tree.
So we don't need the saw right now?
Not right now, not until we go around to the cemetery. And then at some point we'll
It's where we bury the big bucks.
bust it through there about 800 yards. Straight through there. Blind.
Corn time. Let's go. Mikey Wine Kenobi. Damn it.
Put the killers on side by side.
Yep. The guys that are gonna have to carry Garrett. This thing can drive. Oh man, fun times. Back when we first got this place though, it was like real hard work. Now we've pretty much honed in on them, you know. Every time you hunt, you know, you figure out what the deer like to do more than you thought they like to do.
This is the draw sticks has been a lot last year, ain't it?
Yeah. It was like living by my stand. We call it my, I don't know why we call it my stand. I think we call it my stand because first time we put it there, we knew that I was the one that was going to come up early season and hunt. And that deer we had, named Funky, he showed up on my birthday right there every single year for 3 years in a row, and I never came up on my birthday. The other daylight. And then I finally came up September 28, 2021, and I'm the only person to kill a deer out of that stand, so it's kind of just my stand. But Daniel will hunt the hell out of it. This ain't that same thing we used to have, huh? Where's it? The big, isn't it a bigger one?
The one that goes in receiver hitch?
Yeah.
That's just a little.
No.
This is
Was there
it.
a bigger thing that had a, oh, it just had a seed box on it you took off?
I took the seed box off because I had to put a new motor on it. Plotmaster sent us some motor. They did not send us this motor. So this is what I gotta do.
Plotmaster, man.
Tires need to come up more, huh? They still rolling.
I'm gonna head to the old killing tree. Be a nice place to watch in the evening. Beans. This is the stand we call Matt's stand, my stand.
Damn it,
stand,
boy.
what he calls it.
Can't win. What's that from?
Just telling Mikey, you know, not necessarily just my stand, but
This being,
I don't want to kill out of it so far.
this is loose, so we need to
Show
back
easy
it up
see what looks
to
like.
swing that forward right.
Got 2 cameras here. These deer, when the reason this is good, this is kind of the year that I killed Jesse. It was in
There?
beans and corn. The beans obviously come out last. The corn gets cut.
Okay.
These deer got to come all the way out of this timber, or if they're living in this finger, to come up here and feed and leftover corn out in the field, and that's when I shot Jesse. So could be a beneficial spot again this year. Let me get down in the hole here. really need a saw. I don't know. Ask him when he comes back around if he brought a pole saw. There was one in the shed?
Huh? Yeah, they're in the back of the truck. There's a little handsaw and a pair of big loppers. But yeah, I mean, I bought it on sale last year, like after deer season was over. And I think I paid 180 bucks for it. Holds a hell of a charge. Like, I used it all last year and I think I charged it the initial time and that was it. Planted all my plots with it.
I like the way here that way. If I need to turn it down, we get the like glare off of it. You know, while you're holding it. Move it around.
Probably.
We got oats.
Yeah, but forage oats. Like
Oats only for the bucks.
Like who is that? James Kroll? One of them. So this is what I was thinking. I was thinking this one doesn't sling as far. So I'm thinking mixing the fill this up and go out about 30 yards out into the beans and work that corner with just straight oats because that'll die off. We ain't gonna mess up the field. And then because this doesn't sling as far, I'll run it to do the plot. Because we're going to need 2 bags of oats. Let me think through this.
My neck. Fabulous crops.
Is that tree, Mikey? I knew there was a tree here somewhere.
Right there? That's all walking up here. Thing beating me up.
That wasn't nothing.
Wasn't nothing for the driver. Here, pull my bicycle.
Man, I wish all these cocoa birds wasn't in this.
You want a disc around this before you go to town?
Huh?
You want to put a strip around it? You don't think it'll get out?
No.
Okay. The creek's that way though, for real. Go, baby.
Well, there's some good looking dirt here.
Yeah.
If we get some rain on this, this would be money. Hybrid brassicas, turnips, and radish in here. It's about a half of a big gulp left. So we're gonna put it in here and
not spill half of it.
Definitely not spill half of this. I would say, Garrett, if you're gonna walk with that, start like right here in this corner, go in front of the blind first, and just work your way out as far as you can with it. And then, Matt, you've got this whole bag of oats, so you'd pretty much start where you
stopped.
Where you stopped. All right. That's not the one I found there 2 years ago.
Hydrate. We are headed out. That was the last spot. It's the spot we call the Massey plot. It's where I passed Massey several years ago so that Daniel could benefit off of killing him in 2 years. And then Daniel has walked to the north. We meant to send the GoPro with Daniel, but we messed up on that. So he's solo dolo right now. But we got about a 700 yard walk out. 900, sorry. 900 yard walk out. And we thankfully are coming out bar a little lighter than we went in. But what do you see at the truck?
Let's hear it, boss.
Well, that's a wrap. We're about dead. How much to say here besides we already said what we were gonna say, and we're scorching earth here. Bunch of deer, probably JJ. I'm probably gonna kill stickers. I'm gonna pass them. I thought about it. I passed Massey 3 years ago for him.
Cluster.
To shoot. Yeah, let him shoot Massey. I'm not passing Cluster this year. It's going down. Anyway, we start next week in Kentucky, so I appreciate Mikey Juan and old G Money coming down to help us, even though the little mules wore out. So they don't work this hard on their places. So this is a place that we just unfortunately can't drive to all our spots, and we just have to do what we got to do. So we're gonna wrap this up. See y'all at the next one. Thank you. Like, subscribe, follow. Check out Crooked Brow Outfitters. They got all the brows that are crooked.
Got anything to say, Dan? He died. See you next week, huh?
Yeah, 5 days, 6 days we'll be in Kentucky. I know why Garrett's wore out. He said he hunts a farm that's only got 10 trees on it. He ain't having that work.
Team Hoyt's going to the top though.
Team Hoyt, baby.